So with season 6 of My Hero Academia coming out next month, I decided to rewatch some of the trailers. As I was rewatching the third trailer, there was something that I didn't realize my first time watching the trailer, revolving around President Mike and Mirako. So we see President Mike, launching his sound-based attacks, seemingly destroying a bunch of lab equipment, mainly test tubes with possible Nomus in them. But we also see Mirako in what seems to be the same room that the Doctor brought the League of Villains in back in season 5, pretty much when he was talking to them about enhancing their quirks. Next thing you know, we see Mirako turning around as if someone is rushing behind her, or someone just launched an attack behind her. Here's the thing. I think it's someone ended up launching an attack at her, and I think the attacker is President Mike. Reason why I feel like it's going to be President Mike attacking Mirako is because I think in this season, they are going to bring back that whole leaker situation that they talked about and out of nowhere just dropped, after the whole thing with All Might losing his quirk. And if you don't remember the whole thing with the leaker, it's pretty much when, the attack at USJ and the attack at summer camp, the faculty believed that someone was leaking information, to the League of Villains, because the only people who knew about, USJ and knew where the summer camp was going to be held at were faculties of UA. Funny thing is, I think President Mike, he was the one that actually brought up the possibility of a leaker being part of the faculty. Reason why I feel like this is going to be the time where they finally bring back that whole leaker situation is because remember, Hawks infiltrated, the Metal Liberation Army. This was before they became known as the Paranormal Liberation Army. And, he acted like he was a part of them, but in actuality, he was a part of, everyone else who wasn't, part of the Metal Liberation Army. And what we see in the latest trailer, we saw Hawks going against twice. So which means that Hawks ends up, kind of revealing that, oh, he was pretty much just using them to get information about the Metal Liberation Army, to give to Endeavor and the other pro heroes who weren't part of the Liberation Army to stop them. And also, with the past two trailers, they've been showing President Mike quite a bit. And so I feel like because President Mike has been making they've been putting President Mike in, the last two trailers, because I haven't seen the first two. I think the reason why they put a lot of President Mike in the last two trailers is because he's going to be doing something big. And possibly that something big would be revealing that he wasn't who he says he was, or he wasn't, part of the side who he claims to be, and he was actually working for the League of Villains all along. And I think it does kind of make a little bit of sense for President Mike to be the leaker, because, his whole thing is like with radios and everything, his sound-based quirks, he is kind of like that loudmouth. So there's a possibility that he was able to kind of like send information to the League of Villains without anyone knowing, using pretty much like that radio thing that he has around his neck. And I know it's, it's probably not the best theory out there, but it was just something that I realized based from like, the little bit that we've seen from the past two trailers with President Mike. So yeah, this was just something that came into my head like as soon as I like rewatched those last two trailers. Also, side note, I don't read the manga. I don't read the manga that hasn't been animated yet. I am an anime only consumer. Okay, I feel like saying consumer is weird, but I'm pretty much an anime only viewer. That sounds a whole lot better. So yeah, I pretty much don't know what's going on with like, the current chapter in the manga, but I did end up kind of getting spoiled a little bit about what the final arc is called. And because of that final arc title, it's really making me think, yeah, this is where pretty much we're going to get to see, someone reveal themselves to be a traitor. And my vote is for President Mike. So let me know down below if you agree with what I'm talking about, especially from what we've seen in the last two trailers. But yeah, I pretty much got nothing else to say, so I'm going to end the video here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more anime reactions and more reactions in general. And even for my anime and comic book discussion videos I do on the channel. So if you're into that, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, the whole thing. So with all that being said, again, thank you all for watching. Until next time. See ya.